Hi, this is Kat with Beadaholique, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make a connector focal necklace using Gita settings for Swarovski crystals. So you can see that I've already sort of placed some of my stones. While they're not set in there just yet, I just wanted to kind of get the design set in my mind. So we are going to be using this beautiful graduated crystal pendant there. So you can see it in gold that I'm using. And this is actually going to be the version in silver. So you can just see that it's a nice connector, and we have those nice big loops up at the top to connect it to our finished chain necklace that I have here as well. But this also works if you just want to do a single stone. We have some different shapes and sizes here. Now when you look at beadaholique.com and you look for your Gita setting, it'll tell you the exact Swarovski crystal that fits inside, so there's no guessing involved. Now today I'm going to be using the prong settings, but we do also have a little connector here that just has a cute little well in it, so you're just going to use some E6000 for that one. Alright, so I have my stones all set and ready to go, so I'm actually going to kind of take them out here and just sort of set them to the side. There we go. And what I want to do for this particular connector is I want to set that center stone first. So the only tools that I'm going to be using today, I have some popsicle sticks, and then I have some flush cutters, and a couple pairs of chain nose pliers just to help me when I get to that center part with that chain. Alright, so we're going to actually just start by taking our popsicle stick. Now this is something that's really great to use because it won't hurt the stones at all, so you can press pretty hard, but you have that nice sort of malleable wood piece. Alright, so again, if you're doing this piece, I recommend starting with the center stone. So I'm just going to pick it up, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to do a kind of rolling motion on top of that prong. So as you can see, because of the way the prongs are set, I just need to kind of get my little popsicle stick in there and just kind of roll it over the top there to just sort of help it set over. And then I'm going to move across the way and just roll it again. There we go. So you can see that they've sort of bent in there. Alright, and now, this is where it helps to be both right and left-handed, but I'm just going to kind of come over the top here and just kind of roll that down on top, and then do the same thing on this side. So you just kind of work your way around, and if you notice that some aren't as laid down as you like them to be, just go ahead and go back with the popsicle stick. Alright, so he's in there nice and good. Alright. So now I'm going to move to one side, and I'm going to set the next size over here. So just kind of place that in there. And the same thing, we're just going to hold it and kind of get our popsicle stick in there and just sort of bend that prong down. Move across the way and bend that one in. That one looked really, really nice. That one went very easily for me. Move across the way here. And again, you just have to kind of just be gentle with it. This is why I wanted to do this one. It's a little bit more complicated. All right, so that one's giving me a little trouble, so I'm going to actually just place it down. There we go. And just roll it in. All right. You just kind of got to get the right angle with your popsicle stick. So sometimes you just got to put it down and figure it out. All right, so that one's in there nice and tight. So now I'm going to move across the way, and I'm going to go to my other setting here on the other side. And again, just sort of making sure that it sits nicely in there. There we go. There we go. All right. And we're going to do the same thing, just rolling those prongs in. And you can choose whichever colors you like, and I just love this one because it gives you the option for 3, or you could even do 5 different colors as well. All right, and now to the outside here, we're just going to repeat that one more time. This one might be a little easier because those prongs are on the outside for me. Oops. And just make sure you got a good grip on your stone. There we go. Moving across. All right, now this one's a little tricky. There we go. Because it kind of comes from the inside there, so just be patient with it. And there we go. And that one is in there nice and tight. And last but not least, my other stone over here on this side. we're just going to set him in there. And keep that turned down. You can also roll it kind of away from yourself as well. Feel free to just take your time with it, just making sure that you get a nice coverage on those prongs. And again, we're getting to that little tough one that's on the center there. But the popsicle stick can really get in there. This is why you don't want to use pliers, oops, because I probably would have just scratched my stone. But because I'm using the popsicle stick, it's much softer. You can just see that you can just bend it in your hand. And you can actually see that I have some little divots on my popsicle stick now. But no stones were harmed, and everybody is nice and tight in there. So that is how you do the setting part. So the next part that we're going to do is we're just going to take a finished chain necklace here, and I'm going to come in with some flush cutters, and I'm going to find the center link, and I'm just going to snip that so that I get a nice little connector there. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I have some oval jump rings here. And oval jump rings are really great to use with this type of technique, just to kind of keep that nice elongated chain happening there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in. These are 21 gauge, 3x4 millimeter, if you're curious. I have my chain nose pliers and my bent chain nose pliers, so I'm just going to give it a little gentle twist. I'm going to add it to the last link of the chain there. Now this is a tiny Rolo chain, but it does fit. And then what I'm going to do is just string on our link there. Come in with my pliers. And I wanted to use a nice, small, sleek jump ring for this. There we go. Perfect. So just close that right up. And now we're just going to simply repeat on the other side here. There we go. And I find it, because the chain is so tiny, I want to hook it onto the chain first. I'll just make it a little bit easier. All right. Come on. There we go. And then slip it onto our connector. And now just come in and close that up. So now you have a really beautiful little focal necklace there that was really easy to make, and this is such a wonderful line to be able to customize. Again, you can choose your favorite stone. You can just do one big stone. You can actually link some of these together, so if you want to kind of create your own focal connector, you can do that as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. You can find all of these supplies by heading over to Beadaholique.com, and if you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button below.